Hello everybody. I've been doing some of these videos now for a little while, not long. I'm still learning. But one thing I have been doing the whole time is I've been promising that I would take you all a tour on the homestead here. Let you see what we all call home. This is the property that, and I'm sure that a lot of you have probably felt this or had this happen to you. When you see a piece of property for the very first time, and you immediately feel at home. Now, I'm taking a little side cut here. I'm going to show you something. The people that built the house that we live in today, they built that house over a period of 10 years. The whole idea of building that house was to complete it, retire, and live the rest of their years out. They finished the home. They got her all complete. And the gentleman that built this house, and I mean they even did it to the point where the concrete and the floor of the basement was mixed in a small wheelbarrow that was left here when I purchased this property. The entire floor was that way. Anyway, they finished the house. He retired. And basically within the first year, he passed away. 2 years later, or 1 year later, I at that time bought the property next door and was talking to her and found out that she was trying to thinking about selling this place, and I agreed to buy it and to respect it the way she did. Now this tree here, that's the tree that he sat under and looked out into this woods. And when he passed away, she had him cremated, and this is the tree she was standing by when she released his ashes. So he's still here. And this is also the tree that she put his gravestone. He is a veteran of World War II. And this was his property. And this was his love. As it is mine, and my wife's, and my family. We respect it as that. For this gentleman did so much for us and for this country. Not only did he build the house that I have lived in for the past 30 years, and that my wife have lived in close to 15 years, but he served this country and he fought for us. And therefore, that's double duty in my opinion for this family to take care of this property. And you might be able to distinguish or see the pathway that we have cut and has been mowed. So now we're going to take that trip. And little by little I can show you what we have the dubious honor of caring for and taking care of and looking at. Today was the first time that tractor was healthy enough to make this trip. And now that it is back in order, we'll be able to get this back in the condition that it used to be, which, like I said, was a huge family gathering place. And got all of this in here. Looks like it's got a be cleaned up so we can get that mowed back, because it was mowed clear over to the property line there. Same way back in here. All of that in deep into that woods. You can see where it used to be mowed on a regular basis, and it will be again. You can see here, this is where bonfires will take place. We'll light up one of those and feed it with the other. Looks like we can go on back here a little bit. I'm seeing plenty of small trees that didn't make it through the winter, that were going to be assisting us in keeping warm. Whoa, look at here. Something. It almost looks like it's a crow. Something got at right there. We've also even found an old campsite back here. Looks like somebody had lived here for a while back here in these woods. And being my wife who she is, was very excited about collecting the old pots and pans that was left behind. Now, if I can get there, and you can see there's still some down trees, but this is the beauty right here that convinced me on an instantaneous basis that we were home when we were here. This is home. Now, we're going down in here a bit, and I'll show you the area that convinced my wife that she was home. Because the very first day that she was here, I had her, she wanted to take a walk, and she took off out through the woods by herself. I was very concerned because she didn't know where she was, but she just started walking down, as you can see, down this creek way. And she hugged about every one of those trees. Yeah, I'm married to a tree hugger, and that is one of the most wonderful things. And she followed this swale all the way down until you can see now, I'll zoom in here, that trunk. Well, back then, get moved over here. That trunk back then went clear across the creek there. And she sat down on that. And she'd lay down on it and she'd hug it. And she'd sit up and she'd just stare out into this. And she'd turn around and look the other way. And she'd turn back around and she'd hug that tree that was laying there. And all this time, I'm sitting up here. Where is it? On that rock. That's where I was sitting. I will never move that rock, ever. She was sitting, because I was just making sure she was okay. And she was sitting right there. There's magic in these here woods. Because by the time she got off of that tree stump, I know it, and she'll tell you. She was home. She felt it deep into her soul. It's the same as I did. Yeah, there's a lot to be cleaned up here. There's still a lot to be done. But I think this is giving you a good idea of what we have, and what you can even see here. Here's some trees that need to be cleaned up, treetops. And that hopefully will be done before winter hits again. This gives you an idea of what Mrs. Stedhomer and I live in. What we're surrounded with. And why neither one of us would ever want to be anywhere else. Some of our worst days have been lightened simply by taking a walk through this sanctuary, and that's what it is to us. Some of our worst days have been softened by this beauty. An area and a small piece of property that we are so blessed to take care of during our lifetime. And we also pray that when we're gone, that somebody can love this place just as much as we do. This is Stedhomer. Thanks for taking the tour with me. This is the place that Mrs. Stedhomer and I cherish the most. It's our home, and it's the place that all of our children call home. It's going to get better again, but it's going to take some time. Y'all give us thumbs up if and you feel like it. Like us, share us, tell your family and friends, tell the high school principal. We'll catch you all the next time. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.